Hello there, this is Santos, Rolon Jr. here on Next Level Consulting. You're on my channel today. Today is Wonderful Wednesday. Have you been making it a super fantastic, terrific, over-the-top Wednesday? I have, even though I've been challenged. I've been very challenged today. It's probably because I stay up late at night and I wake up early in the morning. My mind is constantly going around in circles, thinking about projects, thinking about my book, thinking about my consulting services, and where I'm going to be sharing my testimonial, my live testimonial, once I get on stage somewhere, or once I get invitations. So I wanted to show one of my affirmations that I made about a year ago. Actually, I made these back in 2012. It's let me see if I can get a good picture here. Something that I follow every day. I try to read it every day. Well, I do read it every day. And actually I try to read it as much as I can. Anyways, you're on the channel that I have created for educational purposes, motivation, encouragement, and finding your passion, finding what it is that you want to do with your life. If you're a person that wants to do something more than what you're doing right now and you really don't know exactly what it is that you want, I would encourage you to look at the formula video that I have, the 3 steps. What, when, how, and how. And of course there's other videos that you can watch and you can learn a lot of good stuff from. I feel real passionate about my videos. I like educating people. I love teaching. I love speaking. I love motivation. And I really enjoy having a mindset that is completely positive. Because a positive mindset is a solution-minded mindset. You will always find the solution to your problems with a positive mindset. And that's how I want to operate every single day. I'm challenging myself every single day to grow, to learn constantly. You know, your mind is recording 24/7. Even while you're sleeping, your mind is recording everything that's going on. And we must learn how to use our mind effectively. We must learn how to dig into our minds and retrieve information that is useful or pertinent for today, for finding solutions. So in this video I want to talk, and I'm not going to make this a long video because I'm long-winded, and that's okay. Is that okay with you on the other side? It should be. By the way, I appreciate you on the other side of the screen. I was talking to a young lady today at the car wash. She was explaining to me about a purchase that she made, which was a Jetta, Volkswagen Jetta. We were kind of going back and forth. I just love meeting new people. I love introducing myself. And I have my son in the background making noise. He's just got home from school, and so he's not being very quiet with his whatever he's doing over there. So we were talking about her purchasing a vehicle, and she was mentioning to me that it's funny how when we're in the process of doing a transaction, whether it's a purchase for like a vehicle or for a car or something else that we consumers go out looking for, generally the salesperson or the sales team, once we sign that contract, we don't hear from them. In fact, when we go back, if there's a problem, they kind of look at us like we've got a third eyeball right here. You know, it's almost like they want to stay away from us. They wanted the deal. As soon as we signed on the dotted line, we're a totally different person to them. And that's not the way that I would do business if I was out there selling a car or a washing machine or a refrigerator or anything else for that matter. And we as consumers, we need to protect ourselves. We need to definitely know exactly what it is that we're getting into. I've been in a similar situation also with a vehicle that I recently purchased about a year ago. In fact, I'm still trying to get some an issue resolved with that machine. I won't talk about it too much in this video, but I want to say this. The consumer has the power and the right to investigate the contract, to thoroughly check out the item that they're purchasing. For instance, if you're purchasing a car, in fact, I was telling this young lady that if she's ever going to buy a car, or if she knows a friend that's buying a car, drive the heck out of it. If the dealer doesn't want to give you the opportunity to take that thing for a good drive and maybe come back the next day and drive it again, drive it on the freeway, drive it through the bumpy roads, the back roads, the side streets, whatever, then don't do business with them. And if you come across a salesperson at a store that has a little bit of an attitude that you don't feel comfortable with, even though you want that product, you can find it somewhere else. In fact, you might even be able to find it somewhere else a lot more cost effective, and even get it from an individual that might have a real pleasant attitude. I tell you, I walked away from the store the other day because somebody had this young lady. Actually, she walked away from me. She knew it was going to be a bit of a challenge with what I was doing. I was actually getting ready to purchase the LG phone that I have that I'm doing this video with, which is cool. I love it. The LG 4. There's something that I don't like about it. I'm not going to talk about it in this video, but that's okay. We'll figure it out later on. I walked out of the store. When you show that you're desperate to these people, they can easily take advantage of you. The consumer has to be in control of what it is that they are doing at the moment, whether you're buying a car, a refrigerator, a phone, and make sure that you look at the contract. You got to look at the contract, because these contracts they have a lot of fine writing, and sometimes you sign a contract, you don't even know what you're signing, and 2 or 3 days later you come back with a problem. They say, well, wait a minute, you signed a contract. And then you think, oh man, I should have looked at the contract. As consumers, we have the right. As consumers, we have the power to ask questions, to investigate, to test, especially if you're buying a car. If you're buying a car, I would recommend just drive the heck out of it before you sign on the dotted line. Because once you sign, I think there's a cooling off period. But these dealers are very good at what they do. In fact, you show up at the dealer a week later with a problem, the salesman, if he sees you coming, he'll walk the other way. You know, they'll probably be embarrassed. Maybe they knew something was going on with that vehicle. So I really just wanted to talk to the consumer today in this video and let you know that you're empowered. You are empowered to make the right decision before you sign on the dotted line. Check out the product. Do whatever it is that you need to do. Do research on it. Walk out of the place. You know, do not act like you're desperate, because that's when they know they can take advantage of you. And these salespeople, they're after the sale. They're good. They are very good. You know, they have this certain characteristics. Now, there are some very high quality salespeople out there that really take care of you. I will say that. When I was working for a company in the Bay Area in customer service and public relations, I went out of my way to make sure that I took care of the customer. The customer was number one. And I remember going into customers' homes and turning situations around for the company, because they were completely unsatisfied with the work that we had done. And I would have to go in there and turn the customer around, make them 100%, or at least close to 100% satisfied. And they called me the go-to guy at the company that I was working for. It was a company that I did home improvements with. And I tell you, it's like companies are looking for top-notch people today to represent, to do a customer service that goes above and beyond the normal. I mean, when I start hiring people for the company that I'm constructing, I'm going to make sure that these people are top-notch people. I'm not just going to hire anybody to come work and do work for me. That's just not the way it works. You know, I'm a professional. I believe in core values. I believe in righteousness and lawfulness. And if I believe in that, I expect the people that work with me or that are working for me, I shouldn't say working for me, they're working for themselves, but they're working as part of my team. when I have my company going, I'm going to expect a lot from these people. Either that or they just don't come on board. So, and by the way, I am a Legal Shield representative. I do have a membership with Legal Shield. I've had it for over 2 years. I have benefited from it tremendously in many ways. And if you feel like if you feel like you are being taken advantage of in some ways, or every time that you go out and you purchase something, maybe you should get a Legal Shield membership. So if you're interested in that, you're welcome to call me or make contact with me. In fact, I'll put the Legal Shield, my Legal Shield link below this video. So if you have an interest in it, again, it's less than a combination pizza a month. You have unlimited consultation in all areas of law. You get a free will. If you don't have a will, you definitely want to have a will here in California. And what else? Well, there's a lot more. I could talk a lot more about the membership, but it's not really here that I really want to talk about the Legal Shield membership. I'm just offering this because I basically made this video for consumers. So remember, you're empowered, but you got to use that power wherever you are and in the purchases that you're making. So I hope this video helps you in some way. I know I remind myself every time I'm out there doing stuff like this that you got to be alert and you got to be on top of things, and make sure that you get it in writing. Whatever they promise you, word of mouth, get it in writing before you sign a contract with somebody. This is Santos Rolon Jr. here on Next Level Consulting, making every day a super fantastic, terrific, over the top day daily in spite of and because of. I will see you on my next video. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and share my videos.